Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Super 7's Ultimates G.I. Joe San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Jungle Trap Zartan. As you can see, it comes in that typical Super 7 style packaging with some really cool artwork on it. It's like a canvas sack, has the Dreadnok logo, it's got some burn holes in it, looking really cool. And when you slide the sleeve up, it reveals the figure looking great. Super 7 has great package presentation for you inbox collectors, and the packaging's cool because it's a Cobra. You got all the cool snaky, scaly details, but let's get Zartan out of the box. Straight out of the package, Zartan looks awesome. Now this exclusive pays homage to episode 10 of the first series called Jungle Trap, where Zartan is in a snake charmer's outfit.
Where is Zartan? Have you located Dr. Shakur yet?
Yes, but so has G.I. Joe.
Not to worry, though, Commander. I have a special surprise waiting for them.
With that snake charmer's outfit, this is all soft goods. There's no wiring in it. But what's nice about it is it's actually like a thicker material, and it doesn't feel cheap at all. I do got a little bit of a string up there that I could probably trim off, but it's a nice thick material. It doesn't feel like a dryer sheet or anything. So soft goods confirmed, and decent quality. Besides coming with the cloak equipped, once you take it off, you will see that Zartan comes with a pair of fist hands equipped. We also get a pair of karate chop hands, or I give up type of hands. Zartan comes with a pair of trigger finger hands, and he comes with only one pointing finger hand. Zartan comes with some alternate heads, and we got a yelling, talking type of head. His eyes look awesome with that green. Face paint looks awesome. And his hood looks like a hood, and it's not his hair. Just smooth looking plastic, and it's pliable, so it's not something that's going to get in the way of articulation. But the hood looks good. I mean, it looks like Zartan straight out of the cartoon. The final head sculpt we get is a unhooded, bald Zartan, and he has a smirk going on his face. But the biggest thing you can see is his eyes are green, but this eye is jacked up. Like it's either shifted or something, but that eye is definitely mispainted, which is a bummer, especially on an exclusive. I'll reach out to Super 7. Maybe I can get a replacement head or something like that. But other than that, the head sculpt looks good. I like the smirk, and it's just a nice little bald head. Diving into the weaponry, Zartan comes with his laser pistol that's pretty much a Luger, and it looks good. It's just casted in all black plastic, and yeah, it's Zartan's pistol. Here we have Zartan's boot knife, and it's sculpted really nicely. The handle has some sculpt work. It's black plastic, painted silver blade, and it looks like a boot knife. Zartan does come with a Cobra crown to go on his bald head, and it's painted quite nice and sculpted really nice. A lot of texture sculpted into the bottom of that Cobra, the gold paint, got the little jewels in the crown. Gets pretty smooth and basic around, but all the detail is on that front part. Like, look at all the detail in this little Cobra. I think it looks awesome. Continuing with the accessories that match the episode that this figure's from, we got the snake charmer's basket that would hold the snake. Got the lid on top. We also got the snake charmer flute. Very simple looking. It's got the little holes for it and the hole at the bottom. Same color plastic as the basket. A really cool feature that Super 7 did with this figure and his accessories is the lid is removable, and you got this snake, this camera robotic snake that you can plug in. Paint's a little bit off, as you can see on some of it. And the image on there, I can't tell if it's a sticker because you can sort of see it almost looks like it's peeling up. I don't know if it's a sticker or if it's a piece that's glued down. I'm not 100%. As you can see, this side is more flush. This side sort of coming up. And we got the chrome helmeted Cobra Commander when it should have been the hooded Cobra Commander. But we all know Hasbro is not going to allow the hooded Cobra Commander to peek its head anytime soon. So they probably didn't give them permission to utilize that. An up-close look at Zartan, and this figure is awesome looking. Its head that comes equipped on the figure is straight-faced, serious, ready to just bust some skulls, and it looks awesome. The face paint, the eye paint on this is great. The hood is sculpted. It doesn't have a texture throughout, it's just smooth. Because this is like you just reached into the cartoon and pulled the character out in figure format, and it looks great. You got the metallic paint for the straps that are going on here. His armor is blue. Shoulder pads look great. Got the sculpts right here that's painted. We got his belt sculpted and painted. Thigh armor. He's got the holster for his gun. The gloves. Brown pants. His biker boots with like the buckle and everything. Steel toes. The boot knife sheath. The bottoms of the boots are painted. So, I mean, this guy isn't going to have all your textures and stuff like that because he is supposed to be a representation of Zartan from the cartoon. So if you're wanting to get your like Joes that are straight from the cartoon, Super 7's where to go. Super 7 Ultimates Zartan has your Super 7 style articulation. Are you going to get your G.I. Joe Classified series type of articulation out of this guy? No, so don't expect that. Expect a really great representation of an animated G.I. Joe figure. And this Zartan definitely has it. His head can do full 360 for anybody that wants that owl head. His head can look down that far. It can look up until it pops the head as the ball hits there. But, you know, there's a decent amount of up and down motion there. Even some attitude. Now his arms get a little tricky because he has these separate pieces, but they're sort of floaty at the top, so you just got to find that happy space. And his shoulders are ratcheted. So they're ratcheted up there. It's very tight, almost thought I was going to break the figure, but it was just the ratchet just being a really strong ratchet. So you can get the T-pose. We get bicep swivel that's on the figure as well. We get a ratcheted elbow that can get you a full 90 degrees, pivot at the elbow, rotate at the wrist, and we get the wrist bend as well. So we're getting the articulation you'd want. And you get a nice hula hoop area right here. We get the waist sort of swivel, but it's sort of like a hula hoop at the waist as well. So again, the articulation's pretty solid. He can do a Spartan kick. He's got ratcheted thighs, so he can kick out that far. He's got the thigh cut sort of up there. It's not really thigh cut, but he can do the hip movement. It's a ball. He's got single jointed ratchet knees. No pivot at the knee. And it almost gets a full 90. We get the boot cut. Ankle bend. Pivot. I did want to show you how far he leans forward. And then you get him to lean that far back. So he has some good leaning. I wanted to show you guys with the articulation, with him not having the full double jointed elbows or knees, what you could get him posed up in doing like the snake charming stuff. Now in the series, his legs were a lot more crossed than what I have here, but we can't get those with these knees. They definitely needed to be double jointed to get that pose, but we do get something pretty close where you can get him sit down, and I put the Cobra pot in between his legs. Now, once the robe and everything's on there, you could probably push it down enough to where it could do the same thing, or you're going to end up just pushing out the snake to probably here, and it will still look good because, you know, it's a camera, so he's just communicating to Cobra Commander. But I just wanted to show you guys that you can get him posed up. Zartan's not going to like it, but we got to put him in direct sunlight so we can see the color change effect happen real time. And as you can see, the color change happens quite quickly, and his skin all turns into that nice hue of blue, except for the joints, which are a bummer. But Super 7 delivered with the UV reactive plastic, where Classified did not. Super 7's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive G.I. Joe Ultimates Zartan figure is a solid release from Super 7. I love the figure. I think it looks great. It looks like somebody reached into the cartoon and pulled the figure out. And honestly, all the G.I. Joes from Super 7, that Ultimates line is what that's supposed to represent. They're the animated versions of these characters that we watched in the cartoon. They're not based off of the old toys, they're based off of the animated series. So this figure delivers. It's awesome. I love the color change effect, and I expected the articulation to be this much, and honestly it gave a lot more in the ab area than I was honestly expecting, because I really didn't expect it to have that much bend and hula hoop action in the waist. And honestly, we can nitpick the knees. Sure, I would have liked double jointed knees so he can get cross-legged a little bit better to really be posed up like he was in that specific episode, but they're not going to retool the whole figure just for one thing. So I saw the original release, knew what I was expecting, and I wasn't disappointed. And all the fun accessories that we got with this figure just take it to that next level. It's a fun figure. If you're looking for a Zartan figure, you can't go wrong with either of them. If you want some cool soft goods, you want like a Cobra camera stuff, this version is the route to go. If you want one that has like a bomb and a bunch of guns, go with the other version. Or do both. Have one is dressed as a snake charmer and the other one be a normal Zartan. But this figure is fun, doesn't disappoint, and it is a great addition to my Joe collection. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Super 7 San Diego Comic-Con G.I. Joe Ultimates Zartan. If you guys are liking my content, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as it helps the channel evolve and grow. And also make sure you guys hit the silver bell notification so you know when I post up a new review and when I go live every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. for State of the Art, and we talk action figures and just hang out and have a good time. And I even have some guests that are part of the toy industry as well. So tune in Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and come hang out, say hi. And most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.